Good afternoon from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Wednesday, January the 13th market update. On the economic front, the EIA Petroleum Status Report showed a significant build in oil inventories of 3.7 million on top of the previous week's build of 1.3 million. The Beige Book, and I quote, says, while economic activity remains at low level, conditions have improved modestly further, and those improvements are broader geographically than in the last report. So basically, we're making baby steps to a better economy. The Treasury budget was basically in line at minus 91.9 billion. Consensus was minus 92 billion. On deck for tomorrow, we have retail sales. Forecast is for 0.4%. We have the weekly jobless claims. Forecast is for 437,000, and the EIA Nat Gas report. Gold, silver, and copper were all up. The dollar and oil were down. Take a look at the dollar. We're still in this little, we're still hanging around this 50% retracement, Fibonacci retracement. We're still within this little the black lines here, this little channel down. They did start buying the dollar up a little bit throughout the day, so we'll see. And there was more volume yesterday on the buying here than on, was no really selling or anything today. So we'll keep it on the dollar because that could put pressure on commodities if the dollar turns and goes higher. Light sweet crude futures were down by another $1.14 to settle at $79.65 a barrel. Take a quick look at the West Texas Intermediate crude point and figure chart. Broke through the 80 after the oil inventories, and we'll see if we go back to 72 or exactly where we're going to go. Halfway point. We'll see where the market wants to take us. Let's go over and take a look at the Dow. Dow closed up 53 points to 10,680. The S&P closed up 9 points to 1,145. The Nasdaq closed up 25 points to 2,307, and the Russell closed up 8 points to 643. The Russell had the biggest percent gain, up 1.27%, which definitely bodes well for the bulls. And the Dow was the weakest by being up only 0.5%. So here, if you look at the chart, this line up here is like a weekly line. I'm still concerned about some overhead resistance. I think the earnings today, it'll depend on our earnings report. We'll see how this plays out. S&P, same way. We'll see if we can take out this 1,150 high. There was definitely volume coming back in, so the big market participants, I think, are back from the holidays. They take like a month off. No, it seems like it sometimes. So the MACD, it's kind of flatline. It's not really doing much. Let's take a look at gold. Gold still holding at 110, looks pretty good. Silver looks even better. Lots of volume in silver. Let's look at Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs got a bounce off the 30-day moving average. XLF got a bounce today. The banks actually are performing pretty well today. Let's go look at the McClellan. Haven't looked at it here in a while. So look at the McClellan. This would be if the market is oversold. Up here would be overbought. We're basically in the middle of, close to zero. I mean, where the market's really, we're just kind of been grinding sideways. Definitely not overbought or oversold, so we definitely have room. We could go higher, or we basically could go either way right now. So let's see, 15 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. Home construction led by being up 1.72%, and the internet index was the weakest, down 0.15%. Quick look at the chart here. Home construction semis perform well. There's your banks, your biotechs, gold, all those were pretty good. Your industrial transportation was weak, and then of course your internet was the weakest. Over to ChartWatch. Walter Energy has support around 75. Good low risk buy point here, I think, on Walter Energy, providing the dollar doesn't take off and run higher. BTU, another low risk buy point, looks pretty good. Tech stock Pega started getting another bid today. I like this stock. Chemical company, Lubrizol. Lots of buying coming in out of this ascending triangle. They're trying to push it higher if the market keeps cooperating. Joy Global. Tons of volume. Everybody wanted back in Joy Global today. RIM actually kind of looks like it, bounced off this trend line. Had a lot of buy-in coming in. So let's see if it can break out and turn and go higher. Jazz. Pharmaceuticals. Tons of volume. Big breakout when it was up 9% today. Walmart. Let's see if it can take out 55. Lots of volume been coming in Walmart here over the last few days. Little concrete company remix. Broke out of this triangle. Still got buying. Was way up today. Pepsi. Let's see if it can break out of this symmetrical triangle over today's high. Still like Textron. Nice ascending triangle, consolidating sideways, which is bullish. Caterpillar, ditto on it, ascending triangle. It broke out, now it's just consolidating sideways. Amazon, as long as it holds this support down here of a low of 125.65, should be good for higher prices. VMware, another ascending triangle, lots of volume been coming in up here at the top. I like it. Chemico, CCJ, low risk buy point. The 50-day moving average is at 30.56. All right, so it bounced off the 50, bounced off that trend line. So let's see where it goes. Low risk buy point. Celgene, huge channel. It's got volume of late. Seems like it wants to break out of the channel. When it does, it's probably going to fly. PNC, guess it's kind of, I don't know what it is. It's kind of a rounded bottom, on PNC, but the banks keep going higher. PNC should break out. Gas stocks, Anadarko Petroleum started getting bid up again off of a little bit of support line there. Apache, they seem to want to buy it again today. It's got a little bull flag. Talked about shorting FMC if it gets back up to around this 55, 56 level. Low risk short. If it prints, back up into here, I would bail out. JB Hunt. Symmetrical triangle. It looks like it's kind of ascending triangle too. I don't know, more ascending possibly. But it looks like it wants to go higher if transportation gets a bid. FCX got volume coming back in today. As long as gold and copper holds up, it should go higher. Z-Linux, lots of support at 24. Very low risk buy point. Looks good to go. NetLogic, I would nice bounce here off this trend line. That's another one. If it takes out today's low, you could get stopped out, bail out. Hotel hot is on fire. Lots of volume, looks good for some higher prices. And Skyworks Solution, nice channel to break up or down, but it's got a lot of volume. I expect it to break to the upside. Let's take a look at the current market signals. Follow the point and figure chart for the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P. All three remain on buy signals. Really no changes there. Let's take a quick look at a couple of the charts today. So we're still kind of, up here. Quite a few boxes off where we broke out. Don't really see anything in particular. We had, the reversal. So, so we've got, could have some little bit of resistance at this 2,330 area, this prior box here. So we'll keep an eye on that on the NASDAQ. And that's it. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining. Remember, always invest sharp.